Hello YouTube, it's Lion here with Hobbies of Man once again, and today we are doing another monthly haul. This is the first haul of the month. Technically it's the second haul video though, because I did make an unboxing video of a quarter of the manga that I picked up this month. You guys can see the unboxing video up there if that's what you prefer, because I am going to go over them again. So if you want to skip that little bit of section, please feel free to do so. Or if you want to go watch the unboxing instead, also feel free to do that as well. So this video is going to be structured manga and light novels first, then GUNPLA, then comic books, and then finally the books that I picked up this month. I didn't actually pick up any digital books this month, so the book section is going to be rather small. And yeah, so I have a lot of volumes to get through this month, so let's just not waste any more time. Let's just jump into it. Obviously, you can skip to the sections you like because I am going to divide it into chapters, so feel free to peruse the bits that you enjoy. So yeah, let's just get started. So the first thing I got this month was Knights of the Zodiac, volume 23. I picked this up because the guy was selling it really cheaply. Like, I think I got this for like $6, and usually they go for like $6.60, I think. I'm not exactly sure. The condition is not the best, but that's okay. Here is some art so you guys can see what it looks like. Oh, that's the worst page to turn to. There you go. It's fine. It's rather old looking, but Saint Seiya is a huge thing for me. Like, I have a Saint Seiya clock up there, and then I have a little one that's like an alarm clock that my uncle gave me a couple years ago, like, well, like almost 15 years ago, I guess. And yeah, I want to get these in Spanish because they have the nice collector's editions, which are essentially the Japanese kanzenbans, but like larger. But yeah, I picked this up just because it was cheap. I will probably end up selling it and using it to buy other things that I'm currently interested in collecting in better editions. So yeah, that's it. That's the first volume that I picked up. The second thing I picked up was Olympus. This is a one-shot. I picked it up on a whim. I bought it with the same lot that I got the Knights of the Zodiac in. This was also around $8. Usually it sells for $20, so that was a pretty good steal. I don't actually know anything about this. I just know that it looks cool. It's about basically the gods are bored and they're playing with this person. I think their name is Ganymede, yeah. And it's just kind of like following them, messing with him. And yeah, I just thought it was cool to buy some one-shots. This is also a bit damaged. Actually, I don't know how this person kept their manga, because this is like immensely beat up. I don't know if you guys can see all the scuffs and like the stuff was dug into it. But the cover looks okay, so it's fine. The spine also looks okay, so no worries. There's a bit of the art. It looks really beautiful, so I'm excited to get into this. And that's Olympus. Yeah, I kind of broke the rule that I set myself for in my collecting goals, but I only broke it a little bit. I was actually gonna get some Naruto volumes as well, but ended up not getting them this month. But yeah, now, so the part that I did for the unboxing is up next, so you guys can skip, I don't know, 6 or 7 minutes in the future, and if you don't want to watch this again. So the first thing I got from that trade with my buddy Reki, or collecting with Josh, is Chobits, which is really cool looking. I really like this edition. I like this nice blue with the embossed plastic thing. This has like a rubbery texture, which is nice because I really don't like when they use like gold foil and like gold lettering, because that stuff rubs off after a time and then it just like gets ugly. But this kind of like plasticky material will probably last quite a long time. Yeah, I don't really know anything about this series either, but it looks nice. The paper quality is amazing. This is what all Kodansha, what's it called, hardcover should be like, not the horrible Vinland Saga ones. But yeah, that's all I know about that one. Next, I got some Shonen Jump, which I said I wasn't going to, but this was a trade, not buying, so it's okay. Volumes 1, 2, 3, 20, and 21 of Black Clover. That was a bit of an eccentric, eclectic mix of manga volumes, but that's what my buddy had, so that's what I got. I did a review on these just yesterday, or the day before that, I think. I don't remember how the upload schedule is set up, so yeah, but yeah, Black Clover is like amazingly very good. I was not expecting it to be as good as it is, but it's awesome. So yeah, you guys should check it out. That was really cool. I really like these. They look really, really nice. I don't know. I have no clue what this is, but I'm excited to get there. I'm actually on volume 11 in the Shonen Jump app. I've been reading it digitally. I just read books 1, 2, and 3 this month again, since I had them physically for the review. Next, 7 Deadly Sins. I got volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one looks great. I really like this cover. And 7, which got a little bit damaged in the mail, but it's okay. Yeah, 7 Deadly Sins is a pretty cool series. It's very reminiscent of Maggie, I guess, but it has a much more Western style story to it instead of the, I was gonna say Oriental, but that's wrong, like 1001 Nights Arabian style that the Magi one has. So it's cool. I really enjoy it. I watched the anime in the first year of college with some friends I made, and I really enjoyed it. And now I want to read the manga because I like manga better than anime. So yeah, we have a long way to go. So next 2 things I got were Gigant 1 and 2. I got these for $5 a piece, which is awesome because usually these are $14. So that was great. Honestly, with the content here, maybe buying them used was not the best. But it's okay. I don't really care. Yeah, so 1 and 2. This is written by Hiroya Oku. And, you know, obviously because it's written by Hiroya Oku, it's going to be science fiction. It's going to have a hint of eroticism or a lot of eroticism to it. And it's just going to be a very weird, interesting story that you're going to not want to be able to put down. Or that you're not going to be able to put down, sorry. But yeah, I'm really excited to read these. And I'm probably going to be picking these up. They come out kind of slow, so about the same pace as I pick up Gantz. So it's going to be a long time before I finish collecting it. Okay, next. The first Shojo manga I bought is LDK. I don't actually know what LDK stands for, but Living, Dining, Kitchen Love. I guess that's what that stands for. But yeah, I want to read Shojo this coming month, and this was $5 at my local used bookstore. So I picked it up, and yeah, I'm excited to get to it. I don't really know much about it. It's a Kodansha title, so it's probably not that old. And it's actually in pretty good condition. The pages are pretty white. Besides the stamp at the bottom for the used bookstore, everything's good. Okay, next, I got some light novels. So I went to the local Books A Million with my buddy Robert, and I got some light novels there because these were at a bargain price, which is basically 60% off at my local BAM. And yeah, Realist Hero Rebuilt the Kingdom Volume 1. This one is supposed to be one of the better harem isekais, where the harem aspect is actually like, it's not nonsensical. So that's pretty cool. I'm really excited to get this. Plus, I really like the 7 Seas style size. I think it's larger than the Yen Press one, and that slight increase in size is actually pretty cool. But in general, I don't actually like this like Reader's Digest size. I would prefer a mass market paperback myself. So, but that's just me. Most people would probably not like that. So yeah, next, Toradora Volume 2. I haven't actually read Toradora, but this was $5, so, or $6, I guess. So I was not gonna, you know, say no to it. They were a little bit like damaged, like not damaged. They were like warped, but they've been sitting in a bookshelf with a bunch of other manga on top of it. So that's actually gone away pretty nicely. So yeah, not sure about Toradora, but I am really excited to get into it. Next, my favorite ongoing series that I'm collecting right now, Eden Zero Volume 9. This came out, I think, in December, and the next volume comes out in the next couple weeks. And I'm really, really excited to pick it up. I haven't read this yet because I've been waiting, but I'll probably end up reading all of the series again just so I can read this and then have like a good mentality when going into the review. But yeah, I really like this cover because Witch is best girl, and I love that she's on it. It's just wonderful. She's my favorite character. Although she doesn't have that much to do in the series, she's very like in the background, but she's just so cute, and I love how she interacts with all the characters. So yeah, next, I picked up a bunch of Shojo. So that same day that I went to BAM, I also went to Kinokuniya and just bought a bunch of random stuff within the two stores. So first thing is Prince Freya. This one looks like it's going to be really fun. I think there's 4 volumes available of it right now. And yeah, it sounds like some sort of like gender bender thing, as well as like the whole Prince and Pauper type of storyline. So I'm interested to see how that goes. I'm interested to see how the romance differs from, you know, Shonen and how that kind of develops. And I'm also really happy about this because it's a fantasy story, and I'm a huge fan of fantasy. Next, Requiem of the Rose King. Really cool. I heard that this is a somewhat historical fiction manga, which is cool. I like that a lot. And I've actually heard that this is really, really good. We Do Be Collecting was the one that was telling me that it was really good. And I think this person, Aya Kano, has actually made other manga before, but I can't remember what manga it was. But I saw it in a collection video that I was watching the other day. Yeah, I'm really excited about this. It sounds like there's hints of magic to this world, but it's not going to develop until later, and I'm excited to see that. Also, I love that these are black spines. That's kind of my favorite thing in manga right now. I love black spines. Next, more contemporary style shoujo. This is Daytime Shooting Star, which is good. Well, I actually don't know if it's good, but I really like how it feels. I don't know why these shoujo beat volumes have felt more like premium than regular shonen manga, and I'm not sure if it's because these are new and most of the shonen manga I buy is used or what, but they have matte finishes on a lot of them, and they just feel nicer. I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited to see what this is about. I do know what it's about, I just can't remember right now. Apparently, I think she has a problem where she doesn't have money, and she moves to town or to Tokyo, and she ends up having to live with someone, or someone helps her. I might be confusing this with another shoujo manga, but I'm not really sure. I think there's like a student-teacher romance in this one, so maybe if you're not into that, this might not be for you. I'm not really sure though. You should probably do your own research because I have no clue what's going on. But yeah, excited to get to that. Next, Dreaming Sun, which is a 7 Seas title. And actually, I did really good in getting 7 Seas and Kodansha titles this month, which is wonderful. Usually, I spend most of my money on Viz Media stuff, but this month was really good in terms of diverse publishers. But yeah, Dreaming Sun. Okay, so I think this is the one where she has to take care of someone because or take care of herself by herself because something happened and she doesn't have money and she ends up living with someone, but I'm not actually sure, so I don't know anything, but this manga looks really nice. I'm really excited to get into it. Next, I got a Japanese volume. So this is Kaiju number 8. I did a video on it. If you guys want to watch that, it's up there. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. I wanted to pick this up because I wanted to support the mangaka. Because I love their series. It's on the Shonen Jump app, and it's so good, and I can't wait for the English release. I actually hope that they decide to make it a larger size, like of his signature, because I think this would be really, really good for this manga. But probably they won't. They'll probably go for the regular tankobon size, but I'm not really sure. So yeah. But yeah, if you guys haven't read this, check it out. And I also do weekly chapter reviews, so if you guys want to, check those out as well. Next, I bought this on Amazon. I got Waiting for Spring. There was so many shoujo recommendation videos that I watched that said Waiting for Spring was the way to go. And one of the like good starting points for shoujo. And that's really good because I have no clue what I'm doing with shoujo. I just picked up a bunch of stuff that sounded cool. This is also kind of like a sports manga, so it's going to be a double introduction for me, but I'm not actually going to start with this one. I think I'm going to start with the fantasy ones since that's most likely to be appealing to me directly, like just because it's fantasy. But yeah, now there was actually a few titles that I wanted to pick up in terms of shoujo. Like I wanted to pick up Yona of the Dawn, Dawn of the Arcana, Snow White and the Red Hair, and My Love Story, because those were some of the ones that got recommended to me on Reddit and the ones that interested me the most, but I wasn't able to because none of the stores that I went to had volume 1s of that. So yeah. Next, Space Battleship Yamato. This is a big honking book. I'm really excited to get into this. One of the goals that I had this year was to get more sci-fi. A lot of the stuff that I've talked about right now is not really sci-fi. A lot of it is fantasy or contemporary. But I'm really excited to get more into sci-fi. And this is actually kind of the best way to do it. Because the collector's editions or classic collection by 7 Seas is mostly science fiction. I think the only one that isn't is Devilman. But that one is kind of cool. And I'm really interested to see how this works. I really like the concept of this, but I actually don't know anything about it, so we're just gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, this book is awesome, huge, very nice quality. It's actually not as big as you would think. It's only slightly bigger than a regular tankobon. It's about the same size as a Viz signature, with a little bit extra height because of the hardcover. But yeah, really excited to get into this. Next, I'm almost done with the manga, so just bear with me. Okay, so the next stuff I got was Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, volumes 1, 2, and 3. Look, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid is one of those things where, like, it got popular and I watched a little bit of it, but then never kept up with it. And, dude, I'm really excited to check out the manga because the other day I stumbled across a compilation video of, like, all the funny moments in the first season of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. And holy crap, it's hilarious. I have no clue what's, like, why it's so funny, but it's just great. And I'm just really excited to get into it. Also, the most interesting part to me was always that they had her, which is Lokua, and she's based on the Quetzalcoatl, which is basically the dragon of Mesoamerica. He's like one of the patron gods of a lot of Mesoamerican cultures, and I thought that was really cool. That's actually why I first got interested in the series. But yeah, it's cool. I like it, and I'm really excited to get into this. It's also Yuri and Slice of Life. I didn't actually know that it was Yuri. Like, I knew, like, hey, Toru wants to, like, bang Miss Kobayashi, but I actually, like, forgot that that would be Yuri. But, yeah, I'm really excited. And I got these for a pretty good deal. I think I got them for, like, $7 each, which isn't half price, but it's pretty darn close. And, yeah, these are definitely better bought used since they are so skinny. But they're really high quality, so, yeah. Next, I'm almost done. I got some more 7 Seas. I got Arpeggio of Blue Seal. This is the Loot Creative Edition. I got these used as well. And yeah, I'm actually really happy with this cover because I didn't actually like the cover of the original manga printing. It looks more like this one, which is volume 2. But it has whatever the girl from the beginning of the story is. And I didn't really like how she was posed. So I actually like this quite a lot more. And I'm really happy I picked this up instead of the regular edition. Here's volume 2. I actually really like this cover. I like the red and the blue of the girl, and I'm really excited to get into this because I started playing one of those gacha games where like the girls are like warships, and I thought that was a very cool concept, and I just want more stuff like that, so I wanted to buy this since that's basically what that is. And yeah, now I have 2 more books left. The first one is Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle. This one is released in the same magazine as Komi, and I think Komi had in like volume 6 or 7 like a page and a half of like crossover content where they like got together, the manga swapped or something, and they did a little bit of a like joint thing, which is really cool, and I really like that. And since then I wanted to check this manga out, but I didn't think it was in English until like the other day I saw it at the local library, at my local bookstore. So I was like, oh, I gotta pick that up. And lo and behold, I saw a listing for it on Manga Swap, so there we go, I picked it up. And the last thing I picked up was Skip Beat Volume 1. So I don't actually know much about this. I think the girl gets slighted, and in order to get back at the guy, she actually joins or like tries to beat him at his own dream, which is to become a famous artist or something like that. I think that's cool. It's like a very interesting revenge story, and I'm actually kind of interested to see how she manages to do that. But yeah, this is actually rather old. It's really yellow as well, but it doesn't bother me. Like, see how old it is, that you can even, it has like a thing to pre-order or order Shojo Beat on it, which I think got discontinued in like 2012. So yeah, this is pretty dang old. But yeah, so that's it for the manga. That was a lot of stuff. I'm sorry if that was slow. Hope you guys managed to keep up with me. So yeah, next, the Gundam stuff. I actually only got 2 models this month, which kind of sucks, and I already built one of them, if you guys can see it right there. Yeah, the first thing I got was Vegeta. This is an entry grade, and it's full of like garbage in there. So yeah, but this was really easy to build. It's only like 35 pieces, I think it says so here somewhere. I don't know, whatever. It's a few amount of pieces, and it's actually really easy to build, and it doesn't actually have any extra work that you have to do on it. There's no stickers, there's nothing in here that would really be annoying. It's a very simple build. I think this is a really good starter Gunpla if you want to get into it. And yeah, it took me like 30 minutes to build, and I really enjoyed it. I'm not going to do any videos on these types of Gunpla just because I don't think it's really necessary. But on all the other Gunpla, I will definitely do so. Speaking about other Gunpla, I got another SD kit. Basically, at this point, I'm just an SD kit collector. This one is a different line than the one I built on the channel the other time, or the one that I just did a couple days ago. This is a Shonguken Soketsuden, which I think is some sort of like anime spin-off where they all the Gundams have like armor and like mythology associated to them from historical figures, and then they like battle it out or something. I'm not really sure. This is Liu Bei, which is like a really famous military leader from China, from the Battle of the Three Nations or something like that. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, I'm really excited to build this. It looks really cool. I think my buddy Darth Penn actually has built this already, and I really like how it looked, so I'm excited to get into it. Next, comic books. Okay, so I only got 3 comic books this month, but they're really cool. So I got Saga, volumes 1, 2, and 3. Now, Saga is written by Brian K. Vaughan, and my buddy Darth Penn loves that guy, and he loves the series. He recommends it to us all the time, and I was able to pick it up for really cheap. I think I spent $5 on each volume. These cost 15 bucks usually. This one costs 9 for some reason. I'm not really sure, but yeah, this is a really high quality indie comic book as far as I understand it, and it's written by a guy that I quite enjoy. Brian K. Vaughan also did Why the Last Man, and I really like that. And he also did Pride of Baghdad, which I also enjoyed. So I'm really excited to get into this. This is definitely an adult title though, so if you're like a teenager, ask your parents if you can read this. I guess, I don't know, you know, just do your own thing. But yeah, this is for adults. Okay, and the last thing that I want to talk about is my books. So I only got 2 books this month, but it's pretty exciting. So first book I got was The Mischievous Merchant, A Bard's Tale. This is book 2 in the Bard's Tale book, or the Half-Wit Halfling series, which is, I already reviewed it. It's by Moonquill. I actually am kind of sad that they chose to change the material of the cover. They had this really nice matte finish, kind of waxy feel to their paper, or to their cover, and now it's just a very basic glossy feel. I think, well, one of the people at Moonquill told me that it was actually by popular demand, so that kind of sucks, but understandable. This is also like twice the length of the first one, so I'm excited to see why that is and how much the story changes and goes, because the book was actually pretty cool. I really enjoyed it. It's like a game lit thing, so there's leveling and there's game mechanics included, so that's pretty cool. I'm excited to get to read more of it. So yeah, thank you Moonquill for giving it to me. I really appreciate it. And the last book I got this month was the Red Rising, which is the first book in the Red Rising series, I guess. Yeah, the Red Rising trilogy, which is actually like 5 books because the author made more. It was written by Pierce Brown, and this is basically like contentious if it's YA or if it's not, but basically it's like stuff in space with like houses and color-based like hierarchy, like not like skin color, I mean like societal color, which is like if you're assigned red at birth or whatever, or you come from a red family, you're like at the lowest level of the hierarchy, and at some point you have to get up to like a higher color or something. As far as I understand it, that's kind of how it works. I'm not really sure, but this is a sci-fi title, and I'm really excited to get into it sometime later. So yeah. Okay, so that was it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the haul. And if you did, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you guys are curious about anything or want to let me know something like recommendations for shoujo manga, that would actually be really appreciated. So if you could do that, that'd be great. Comment down below and let me know. Yeah. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like I said, like, subscribe, and do all of that stuff to help the channel out. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys later.